This is A2Pure. It is trigonometry, and we're solving trig equations, particularly ones involving radians. So a wee bit of work required in this one before we get going. We can't solve these unless it's the same trig identity, so it all has to be sine or it all has to be cos's. So the trick to this one is we're going to use the fact that cos squared plus sine squared equals 1, which we've sort of learned earlier on. So that means cos squared x is the same then as 1 minus sine squared x. So we've rearranged that and we're going to sub it in here. I'm now going to exchange this cos squared x for a 1 minus sine squared x. Now I'm going to tread carefully here. So I'm going to go 6 upon 1 minus sine squared x, not doing any working out as yet, minus sine x equals 5. That gives me 6 minus 6 sine squared x minus sine x equals 5. I'm one of these people that always likes a squared term in a quadratic to be positive, so I'm going to take everything over to this side here and then rewrite it. So we're going to go 6 sine squared x plus sine x, and then we're taking away 6 from both sides, so it's going to be minus 1 equals 0. Again, what we did in the last example, and we'll do it again here, I'm going to let sine x equal to t. So we have 6t squared plus t minus 1 equals 0. And let's see then if we can get this one factorized. That's going to have to be a 1 on a 1. And I think we're going to have a 3t here, and we're going to have a 2t here. We want the 3 to be positive to give us a 1, so we will go with plus 1 there. And we'll go with minus 1 there, so let's just check. That's minus 2t plus 3t, that's fine. Give us our minus 1. So we're there. I'll maybe jump a wee line here. I hope you're okay with this. So that gives, going to give me a value of t is a third, or t is minus a half. We can change it back now. Sine x is a third, and sine x is minus a half. We now go about solving these, and we should get 4 solutions overall. We should get 2 from this one and 2 from this one. So let's start then with our sine x equals a third. First of all, we want to find our basic angle. If that was negative, we would turn it to positive, and x is sine, so minus 1 of a third. Let's see what our calculator tells us then for this one. So shift sine 1 divided by 3 equals, and I get 0.3398. So that's our basic angle, and let's investigate further to see which ones we actually need. Let's go back up to the top here because this is important. We've been asked here between minus pi and pi. If you convert it into degrees, that's minus 180 to 180. So we need to set our cast diagram up in that format. That'll be 0. That's pi over 2. That's pi. That's minus pi over 2. And that's minus pi. C, A, S, and T. Our basic angle is here, which is 0.3398. And where we're looking for where sine is positive, so we want that one there, and then we also want this one here, so it's going to be this angle here. So let's take a look. X then is going to be 0.340, does that look right? Yeah, the 3 significant figures. And then to get this angle here, we're going to do this taken away then from pi. So let's see what the calculator comes up with. 2.80 and 2.80 radians. So those are the 2 answers in for this wee bit. Next one then is sine x equals minus a half. We're going to find our basic angle. So we ignore the negative. So we're going to go for sine x is a half. X equals sine to the minus 1 of a half, and that's one that we maybe should know. That's one of our normal angles, so it's 30 degrees or pi over 6 whenever we're in radians. let's draw our cast diagram here. Again, remember we're going between pi and minus pi, so 0, pi over 2, pi going this way, minus pi over 2, and minus pi. Our basic angle is in here, and that's pi over 6. However, we want, sorry, right, CAST in here. We want where sine is negative. So we want this angle here, and we want this angle here. If it was between 0 and 2 pi, we would be measuring around this way, remember? But no, it's between pi and minus pi. So for these ones, we're going to be looking for those two angles there. So this one here is minus pi over 6, and this one here then is minus 5 pi over 6. So final answer then, we have x equals 0.340, 2.80 minus pi over 6 and minus 5 pi over 6 should be the ones that give us that.